youths of Region 5 have been assured of the government's commitment to fostering entrepreneurship and an innovative approach to Guyana's growth, in which youths are set to play a big part. The assurances were given by His Excellency President Dr. Irfan Ali during a breakfast meeting with a group of youths from Region 5 this past week. The meeting was to discuss opportunities and their roles in the agro-business sector. The President was accompanied at the meeting by Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa. During the meeting, President Ali announced support for a project focused on the agri-food business, linking it to the national food system through the Agriculture and Innovation Entrepreneurship Program AIEP. The President said the Ministry of Agriculture's Extension Service has come a long way in supporting the efforts of farmers, ensuring that they get the technical support they need every step of the way. The Guyanese leader also spoke of support that can be expected from other stakeholders in the business of agriculture.
The extension officers, I think we put a lot of licks on them, but now we are seeing more and more they're getting in groove and they're in the fields supporting the farmers. We want more of this, and because as Puran and Sean alluded to, this is a partnership, and the technical support and guidance is important in this partnership as much as the business and entrepreneurial guidance. The banks they have also committed to before and during the process to have their financial specialists talk to the investors on financial management also. That's important. Financial management, accountability, risk assessment is very important. Because in agriculture, when you have a very good crop, you don't take one of the mistakes we made historically, and that is because we've been doing more traditional agriculture, is that when the farmer gets a big crop, they go and buy a bigger machine. So if you had a tractor that can actually do the work, you want a bigger tractor, you want two tractors, or then you want under every bottom house you have a combine, when one combine can reap all the rice in the region. So you don't want that at all. That is setting yourself up for failure. So when you get additional revenue, they have to teach you how you manage that, how you create in local paradox a hard time fund, but really how you create accounts that will be there to sustain you. Because like any other business, there will be time when there is weak revenue, and during that period you have to ensure that the time of strong revenue balances off, because at the end of the year is your bottom line. Not many people look at their monthly bottom line, but it's your bottom line at the end of the year that matters, and that is why this involvement of the banks and so on is very important.
Earlier in the meeting, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa had underscored the importance of young people getting involved in the business of agriculture, stressing that our youth must now become the backbone of the sector.
Because young people today, and you all will agree with me, many young people today don't want to get involved in agri-food system, agriculture. They think that agriculture is a menial job, more physical job. People who never went to school or people who hardly went to school can do agriculture. And you have many young people who went to the University of Guyana, get a degree, come out with an agronomy degree, they came out with a diploma from Guyana School of Agriculture, and they are doing clerical work. The President said we have to harness all these expertise. We have to bring them into the system. And how will we do that? And he came up with a very, very innovative idea. He said that we must look to see how we can attract these young people. And he said, let us form a company. Form a company and make these people, young people, shareholders of this company. And we form a company called the Agriculture Innovation Entrepreneurship Program. And from that time to now, we have more than 1,000 young people, young, bright people like you, who are in this program. We have started out with the climate smart agriculture, where we have a number of shade houses, and we are doing things now where in a more scientific way, in a more innovative way, in a more modern way, less labor intensive. And today, many young people who never want to get involved in food system, in the agriculture system, they are today now earn their livelihood from agriculture. And you have a chance here this morning where the President is bringing to you opportunities that will transform your life. Economic opportunities that will transform your life. And you must ensure that you take up these opportunities. He spoke just now about a number of projects that we are doing in Region 5. As a matter of fact, one of the projects the President didn't mention just now is the one that he launched, the Black Belly Sheep Project. Over 100 or 200 farmers now are beneficiary in this region and across the country. And that is a program that he instructed us that we must ensure that 35% young people and women are involved, and you have a chance to involve them. Right here in Ellis, we are doing a large project where you can be part of that project also. So not only agriculture, when the President talks about the food system, we are talking about crops production only. We are talking about all around. We're talking about livestock, we are talking about aquaculture, we are talking about crops, different crops. And today when you look at our country, with the leadership that he's given, and he's very passionate about this sector, because he wants Guyana to be that food hub. He wants Guyana to be that food producing country. We want Guyana to be back that place where we were before. And we are moving there. Because the crops that we used to cultivate, we are increasing. Every year you see increased production in those crops. But what we are doing now, we are doing new crops. We are doing things like corn and soya. Corn and soya, we import almost $40 million annually. By next year, we might be self-sufficient, and we will be self-sufficient, and we will save $40 million. And we will produce all our livestock feed right here in Guyana. That thanks to His Excellency vision, because he brought in the people, the private sector, discussed with them, we did the infrastructure, now they are doing the planting and producing the corn and soya. When you talk about the, I don't know if y'all knew about the marine cages. When he's talking about the marine cages, many people in Guyana were laughing. So how the President talking about marine cages? Those things never, people never have it in this part of the world. Only places like Asia, Vietnam, China, and so those things used to happen. He brought in the cages. We did the pilot project. And today, now we are in the process of putting another 50 cages in different parts of the country. Different parts. Those are vision.
Heads of agencies and other technical staff from the Ministry of Agriculture and representatives from Guyana Bank for Trade and Industry and Demerara Bank also attended the meeting.